Collective, what's good? I'm your wild and free high priest, chillin'. My name's Armando. Ever so grateful to reconnect once again. As always, thank you so much. I honor our energetic exchange. I honor your path. I'm always happy to walk by your side, share experiences and journeys with you. Thank you for being here. Happy full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. This is your lunar eclipse in Pisces message. No matter your sign or natal placements, this may resonate with you. I strongly suggest that you take only what resonates and leave the rest to the rest. This may be a message about the past, regarding the present, or the future indeed, or all of the above. We open the channel and we connect. I ask that our guides of the highest, most brilliant, divine, white light protect us, protect me as I channel and interpret. It's rather dreary, overcast this morning, and I think the white sort of messes with the exposure on this camera. Anyway, thank you again for being here. There are many notions and the symbol or regarding the symbol of salt and why salt, the alchemical perspective and philosophy of salt, which in that case it may feel like that there you could have wasted a lot of time or a lot of effort on many or a particular situation, be it over a long period of time or condensed moment in time. But rest assured, and it could also be very difficult to rest assured, but know that this is a meaningful time. It means a lot for your community. What the community transcends spaces, public spaces. It's also your friends, your family. This season, this eclipse marks a regeneration of friendships and community, whatever that means for you. And it can also mean a lot. Friendships at work, friendships with in your community, your best friends, your good friends. Think of all those conditions. So I'll skip to the Sabian Oracle. In a quiet moment, a creative individual experiences the flow of inspiration. Pisces 16. The flow of inspiration will come if you allow it through, and the more creative you allow yourself to be, the more inspiration there will be. Taking time out for things such as meditation, looking at art, or the beauty of nature will allow for the peace that's needed to stop any hurrying thoughts. One's whole life can be changed in a moment when the mind is stilled and creative solutions are allowed to come through. This symbol shows that no matter what the problem, it will be resolved in time spent contemplating it with the right attitude. Negative thoughts can keep one locked in a cycle of negativity. Closed minds and fixed attitudes will not help in this situation. You may find that answers to questions or situations come when you're least expecting them, like when you're in the bath or going for a walk. Creative projects that have had difficulty being started or completed may indeed begin to find form. Hold on to any impressions you get, and before long, you'll start to see the solution to your problem or situation. Keywords: creativity inspired from above, openness to higher forces and ideals, realizations, dreams, channeling thoughts and feelings, messages from one's higher self, finding solutions, moments of calm leading to resolutions, free-flowing thoughts, the gift of inspiration, turning on the tap of creativity, blockages unblocked. The caution: being too tired to meditate, choosing to be unaware, or to sleep instead of thinking purposefully. Wow. I apologize. Let me repeat that. Choosing to be unaware, to sleep instead of thinking purposefully. Not talking about what needs to be said. Having a lot of ideas that don't translate into reality. Shutting off from others. Loud voices in the head. Schizophrenia, or otherwise known as schizophrenia. Quotes here. Marcus Tullius Cicero, quote, "There never was a great soul that did not have some divine inspiration." Hudson Taylor, quote, "Whatever is your best time in the day, give that to communion with God." Lisa Althor, quote, "Inspiration never arrived when you were searching for it." John Houston, quote, "What to do when inspiration doesn't come? Be careful not to spook. Get the wind up. Force things into position. You must wait around until the idea comes." Anthony Robbins, quote, "In life, you need inspiration or desperation." Okay, so the Sabian Oracle is gracing us with a message of creative flow and flow in creativity. You could be experiencing a lot in regards to psychic energy or just in your surroundings. All of it does mark impressions of you, and so be mindful. And so I wanted to speak on the empty spaces in music, and I'm not well versed with music, but in music there is or there's a lot of importance in the gaps between notes, between sound. So empty and void spaces are also very important when it comes to artistic pursuits, and especially in music. In film, I believe that a lot of Hollywood has, we see in films that a lot of directors now cut away a lot of the empty spaces, but there are some films that some directors still explore the jagged in between scenes, so that I just want to mention that, because there are many, I guess, spiritual folk that talk about filling with sound, with images, and so this may be a message that's contrary, not trying to run with contrary or being contrary, but this message is a lot about filling the empty spaces. So because it could feel, again, like time has been sort of wasted, or you wasted effort, but again, a lot of this is about finishing what you started by letting it go. So the fear, I wrote something in regards to this. This was my channel message. The fear of an empty room, security and desire. Patience needed with by the implication or applying confidence. And so going back to the fear of an empty room, that could be regarding your security and your desire. But in order to fulfill security and desire, this full moon is asking you to, like any eclipse, it asks you to void and to release, and then to enjoy that moment for a time before you refill, before you replace. Remain in your heart and your truth, no forcefulness. So there could be a lot of forcing it, but remaining in your heart and your truth which sounds easier said than done. It could be the medicine to that. Reimagine to see a whole new world. So feel good is also easier said than done, but to reimagine what you will refill the space with, it's important to feel good. Do you need to empty the room first? Embrace the void before filling the space. Notions and ideas from collective versus dancing to the beat of your own drum. When it comes to alchemy and salt, there is wisdom to be carried from experiences that will later become important. And so even though it may feel like a void right now, it's important that you understand the lesson and feel better about having gone through an experience, knowing that it is meaningful. It means a lot for what's to come, and it's likely best to come to enjoy a moment, even though that may be tough. I know that may be tough to hear. So let's jump into the oracle. Yeah, a lot of divine feminine, the Empress. My face is so dark. I'm like, it is very ecliptic, I guess, the way I'm appearing on camera. Oh yeah, and I guess I'm in a new room. Oh, spiritual cleansing is coming up. Let's see. Thank you so much. What message do we have for the collective for the lunar eclipse full moon in Pisces? Wow, yes, protection. Wow, talk about it. Friendship. Okay, yes, if you go back to the beginning of the message, it starts with aligning with friendships. And maybe we can start with ourselves, being a friend to yourself, not being so hard on yourself, not being so forceful, not relying on the conclusion or the end goal, more so enjoying meditating in the empty space, in the void. And the main message here is 0-1. The friendship is card 17. Protection is card 1. So that's the main message, the underlying message being friendship. The colors, this savory saffron orange and this Aquarian pink. This cool symbol of protection. So many symbols of protection. I don't know the runes specifically, and I know that they span different cultures and traditions. I want to look them up, but I may have lost my place here. August and Sowilo. I know Sowilo represents like, in some traditions, it represents like an animal spirit, animal totem. So that's very important. But Sowilo also represents the connection between the sun and you, yourself, your success. So there is hope to be gathered, maybe through perseverance by protection. Okay, perseverance also being part of that alchemical symbol of salt. So now we'll jump into the Uranus is really important in that it's important to be in the empty room. It's important for you to enjoy the empty space so that you can receive those messages. Wow, yeah, androgyne and against nature. I'm gonna have to shuffle though. Androgyne in reference to perseverance and to alchemy, to temperance is what I mean. So the number 77, the Chariot, plus 7 plus 7. Oh, wow, Mars and dissolution are here. And then hardening and Neptune. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Where did these cards come from? And the autumn. We are coming to autumn. Okay, I do want to say it's not meant. Please don't force the understanding. It's important to enjoy the moment. Am I being forceful? Okay. Wow, it's so dark. I'm like, can you see me? Mercury sublimation. Okay. My sun is in Pisces, so I am out of it. As you can probably tell. I've been meaning to get this message out to you. What is the collective? Lunar full moon. Okay, breath. We have the message of breath, especially for Pisces, Aquarius. Thank you so much for hitting like, by the way. Saturn is here. Saturn is retrograde. Saturn retrograde in Pisces in the current moment in the sky. Mortification is like very much like the death card. So transformation through breath work, breathing through the transformation, understanding that Saturn very much that aspect of romantic relationships in Pisces and letting go of that which doesn't serve you, really, for you to come to enjoy romantic relationships. Perhaps that's what you are transforming. Perhaps your relationship is transforming and going to the next level. But it does require... So protection is really important as you step into this new level, this new upgrade. Let me keep shuffling. Main messages for the collective for this lunar eclipse in Pisces. I don't understand why the cards keep flipping over smoke. Okay, where there's smoke, there's fire. Wow, that one just jumped out. Okay, yeah, let's read that one. Mortification, and then card 32, smoke. Where's my book? Over here, right in front of me. Mortification is card... Oh, and breath is here too, again. Breath is 36, and mortification is 68. Okay. Death, decay, and decomposition. Mortificatio is a great alchemical operation of darkness. What was once composed now decomposes. What was once presentable is now despicable. This stage cannot be avoided. The underworld has taken us into the dark interior of its belly, and here we reside until spring. Through the natural process of decay, we descend into depths we didn't know existed. The alchemist soon finds mortificatio is a state of regeneration and sacred power, where the soil is fertile and rich, offering nourishment for tomorrow. This stage cannot be rushed. The darkness must have time to do its work, to dismantle and to loosen, to free us from old scripts and stories as we learn to surrender to this great operation. The earth churns and wisdom whispers in the dark. She envelops us with grace and the promise of what's to come. This is so interesting because Saturn will be in Pisces retrograde in Pisces and it will ingress into Aries in the spring. So by March, the end of March 2026, it'll be full flung, and I believe it'll be fully flung into its Aries transit. So the next 6 months. Interesting that the autumn card flew out earlier. This is that time, that Scorpionic time that references the Scorpio card Death 13, Major Arcana 13. So it really is about finding power in that powerless moment, finding the gold, digging for gold where you maybe thought it was not there any longer, or where you thought that you were something that you thought was over, that you maybe think is over, but it is specifically about you. It's a particular message that involves your power through perseverance and the understanding of how wisdom works, not implying that I know how your wisdom works. It's more, what have you learned over the last 6 months, and what will it mean over this next 6-month period, and then how you will begin to apply it for yourself in so that you can come out anew, so that you can breathe anew. And it would be interesting that the Death card comes out alongside breath and with smoke. It may be just difficult right now to determine what's meant to stay in your life. So breathing through it, going with it, creativity, flowing, that could be more important than making full-flung decisions. So also don't imply, yes, maybe that is the message, not implying that you know what's best for you, working alongside spirit, the universe, the planets, whoever you really talk to, allowing the empty space, that anxious, empty space, the void, to redirect you to be your reassignment. Not being scared of the liminal, so the space in between, the in betwixt, which is the dark, because no matter what, the light does come back up, right? It's important not to force any of that in the moment, at the moment. Okay. Wow. So friendship circles, any way to connect. Okay. Yes. So, wow, Pisces, I believe. And this gives me that the smoke signal. So it could also be like, don't go where there is smoke. Don't run to the fire. Don't create more fires, right? We have Mars, again, force, the Emperor, and then the Chariot, Jupiter return, benefits 49, and Mars 5, force. I have to make sure. The colors red and blue, very significant. Interesting, the colors red and blue. Yeah, the Emperor, battles, adversaries, competitions, sports, events, rushing, and defense. So no rushing. Although you could feel really rushed with the Chariot card. It's about directing. Again, how will you direct yourself? Where can you apply force? Where is it important to apply force? The Chariot, earn luck, fortunate, rewards, profits, and auspicious year, the future, aspiration. So in short, love others with grace and patience. Know that generosity is its own reward. Keep the expansive energy of Jupiter flowing, but with discernment. And in answer to your question, yes, but only if you are wise in your choices. Love and romance takes on a sweetness, a sense of freedom where you can be who you are with an addition of acceptance and generosity. You may attract many potential lovers at this time, so choose wisely on the relationship, or the relationship could be very short-lived. And also be careful of indulging in too much to eat or drink. I'm like, that's very, The question to ask now is how to take action. How do you create momentum to achieve your goals and dreams? Have you been challenged to protect your own interests? Are you being pushed too hard by something or someone? How do you clear your path to get what you want? Are you willing to battle? Has someone or a situation challenged you to a fight? Turning up this card infers that a fire has been lit under the passions and it is time to achieve what you want in life. At least you are being shown a clear path. It could be romantic or intimate in nature, or it could also involve other types of relationships. But more importantly, goals that should be pursued at the current time and as vigorously as possible. It could also indicate a formidable competitor has just arrived on the scene. All right, there you go. I believe you may be in competition with your old life, but also with the void and the smoke, it may just be spirit pushing you and making you feel. I'm not saying that you're aligned with mischievous spirits. It could be you. So I would say this just kind of coming through, flowing. Rest when you feel that you have to compete, when you feel that you're fighting for something. Rest. Give into rest. Give into allowing this too shall pass. Allow those feelings, allow those moods to pass. How will you flow? How can you direct your will? Because you could end up in this smoky, veiled, or nothing will come of it. Void of course, moon missing. You could be flung into off course, off track. So I believe it's best to not force don't be forceful is really what I want to say. But do you, obviously. Why would I tell you what to do? How fun is that? I hope this message resonates. There's a lot of symbolism. Thank you for being here. Please hit like, and thank you for dealing with this awful lighting situation. Whenever I wear white, it seems to mess with the exposure. Okay. Oops. All right, now let's get into the tarot. Where do we find the collective at the moment? Where does the collective find themselves, their challenge, the grounds that they stand on? Okay, wow, Daughter of Cups. Love, permission to love. Look, Two of Cups tries to fly out. The Emperor tries to fly out. The Chariot, wow. Death card, yes. It's pretty much this is the situation. And your challenge is not to force it. The challenge is to take your time, breathe through. When you feel that you have to fight for the love, that's when, very typical, right? To not fight for it. Allow it to come to you. Give yourself permission to rest. Give yourself permission to enjoy self-care, time to yourself. And also time with friends. Maybe there are apologies in in line coming to you. Maybe you need to apologize to someone. I don't think people like to hear that, right? I don't like, you would need to apologize to someone. I don't know. Humans have become so like you can't tell anyone what to do, right? But maybe it's time to see it differently. Like it's actually your spirit guides, the universe, God, asking you to forgive yourself for however you may be feeling, whether it's time wasted, too much time put on a particular person that didn't reciprocate, unrequited love, things like that. Now, self-forgiveness comes into play. It is soon enough the Day of Atonement. In some cultures, in some religions, over the fall, we do have a lot of holidays per se, where we can forgive ourselves and forgive others for their trespasses, right? Daughter of Cups, Page of Cups, Pisces. I mean, this is the lunar eclipse in Pisces. Okay. And then the Sun, Leo. The Sun card. So, yes, romance. Yes, it's all about you. It's all about where you want to shine. Okay. Perfect. Wow. Leo. And love. You may be falling in love with this may be family love, healing family wounds, healing past life. So wounds from childhood and then coming to love. A lot of first placing you in, but also many choices. Wow. 7. The Chariot is 7. Here's card 7. 7 of Cups, Venus in Scorpio. So Neptune also retrograde. Neptune retrograde in Aries, then moving into Pisces. There we go. Cool. That's the situation here, love. But it first starts with you, right? Ace of Cups is always starts with you. Wow, Temperance card. There we go. Okay. The Temperance card in some of the alchemical traditions is when the two become one. But this is a lot about you. How can you... It's really not about mirroring, or maybe it is about mirroring in a different manner where you show yourself a lot of the love, you show yourself a lot of patience, you give yourself a lot of time to breathe through it. Give this love time to heal and time to give yourself time to heal as you come into love, because the timelines aren't linear, right? We are not always step by step, step 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be that you're ready. Your spirit guides are ushering in love for you, but they don't want you to force it. They don't want you to also be still in the paranoid state or be still in that hurt people state. They want you to recognize that, yes, you're ready, but first eliminate choices, because with the 7 of Cups, there are many choices, or there are many things to think about. There's a lot to move through, okay, when it comes to... There can be a lot of things that stand in the way, like work, and I'm not saying prioritize one over the other. But it could be also that you're working on projects, or your creative projects, your work projects, money, health. How will you balance that out? Wow, the Queen of Cups. Okay, a lot of folks try to show up now. Children can be present in your life, and not that they're in the way, but okay. The message got a little silly, and I have to go, y'all. This lovey-dovey message, it went from like protect to look, Spirit is in this moment of healing. You're maybe done a lot of, you've been through a lot of healing. Pisces and Aquarius here. Okay, a faithful leap. Wow, the Death card. So that could be clarification for the Death card. You're ready to take the leap, or you went through that transformation to take the leap with money, with wealth, abundance, and also love, because there's freaking love. Look, the Emperor. So more clarification. This masculine, or this new way about you, this new vibration, as in your voltage is set on a good, you're emitting good vibrations, and you're emitting a good stance. You're moving along the path in a it's well suited. Okay. Decisions. The love. let the love in. 8 of Swords. Don't, also, because there's a lot to say about the void, you can let this just pass you. Obviously, we're not really here to tell you necessarily what to do. You can't force love either, right? Just like we are not telling you what to do, you can't force it. We can't force it for you either, but it's truly here in a way where clarity comes more by you remaining patient, you staying aligned with your goals. Don't worry in a way where you become paranoid that this will take you off your mission. This will take you away from your creative paths. This is a wish that you have, and it could be happiness. It could definitely be what brings joy. Jupiter in Cancer, and then we have Jupiter return with benefits, and the Chariot card, which is Cancer. There will be a kind of, there could be a mile marker, a checkpoint in we're coming to autumn, and then we'll come to winter, and then the spring, right, with the Death card. And so there's a lot of Aries here. There's Jupiter in Pisces. There's Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter is in Cancer. There's the Capricorn and Sagittarius with the Queen of Pentacles. A feminine sort of faithful leap, and then divine masculine with the Emperor. So taking action in a good way. It could feel like you are attracting a lot of people. So there may be a lot of choices to make, or there may be a lot of people around you. All of a sudden, there could be a lot of, look over there, look over here. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, friends want to hang out. Hey, friends need your help. Hey, family needs your help. Children need your help. Children are in school. Are you coming here? Are you coming here? We have this, we have that. So that could be the 8 of Swords. That could be void, of course, moon, mist, suddenly throwing your hands up. So maybe throw your hands up in the air like you don't care, but not throw your hands up in the air and give up? Can we? So there's Gemini, Aries. We have the Emperor twice. There's a lot of divine masculinity. We have the Sun, Leo. We have the Ace of Cups, the seat of emotions, the seat of love, basically. Scorpionic, okay. We have a lot of Scorpio with death twice, mortification twice, death card. We don't call this in, this is the message. And I started off so jagged. Then we have 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles trying to pop up. 9 of Pentacles being Venus in Virgo. Wow. The Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck with Justice just flying out. So, lessons to be applied. You've learned many a lesson. This is karmic justice in that do you want this is what the universe is asking. Libra, Saturn, Capricorn. Okay. A true testament of time. Wow. Okay, the Lovers and the Queen of Swords. The reconciliation is with you. Reconcile with you. Okay. Get rid of that old lover, old wannabe lover, right? Holy. Wheel of Fortune. Card number 10, Jupiter, okay, and then Mars, more Uranus, Mars, the Tower card. Get rid of that which isn't serving you, get rid of the players, get rid of the, what do they call them? NPCs, I don't know that word, NPC, non-playable character, I don't know. Get rid of the stand-ins, right? Look, you've done healed a lot. But so there's the bright side of 5 of Cups. I apologize, I have to go. I'm gonna go eat as always. I'm so sorry, I'm like cackling now. Okay, there's a bright side of the 5 of Cups. I know this is somber, Mars and Scorpio. There's a lot of masculine here. This could be, take it however you will. It could be 2 masculines coming together, but there's a lot of femininity here, so it doesn't have to be it's not about gender or orientation or identity or any of that. Take what resonates. Please hit the like button. Mars and Scorpio. So this is someone who has learned and healed. If you're going to look at the past and rely on the past, on the mistakes, the same old mistakes, then you can come off as not having learned the lesson or not being ready. And the universe, God, your spirit guides are telling you you're ready. There's 2 of Cups over here. You're coming back into a reality that includes love. Okay? Through hard lessons with masculines or the masculines in your life, the way you take on, if you are a feminine or female or woman, the way you deal with your masculine forcefulness. This could be what's coming up in the next 6 months. You could have met someone recently, Moon in Libra. That is in about 6 weeks. So things may start to feel better. You may start to feel better. What is the outcome of all of this? Wow, ringing in the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine is always ringing, calling. Okay, look, this tries to pop out. The Lover. This could come abruptly, a decision to cut people out. Okay, that's my cue to go. Okay, collective, thank you so much. I'm closing this. 9 of Cups reappears. It's like 9, 9. Nine of Cups, Gemini and Taurus. The decisions are about you, the decisions about how you communicate, decisions about how you appear in the circles, in your friendship circles, decisions about how you will appear in this new love. Make good decisions. This may come up as abrupt, or you may come off as abrupt, but you're more fulfilling what's meant for you. This is so interesting. It's so rushed, but I do feel the rushedness for myself, and I feel the rushedness here, like how fast, because you've done a lot of healing, it comes in fast. So maybe it really is about enjoying this empty void, because as soon as you acknowledge the empty void, and the void is as soon as God fills it back up. It's beautiful. It's a miracle. It's a wonderful life. Okay. It's a wonderful love life here. Very divinely. The lovers are both two lovers, 9 of Cups, 2 Emperors, 2 Death cards, the Sun. This is love shows up. It rushes in. Don't be a fool, right? Let love rush in. Don't be the fool that rushes in, but let love rush in. all my love, and I honor you, and I got to go. Okay, we close this, we end this. What a beautiful, you're coming out of a time of like hard protection. Okay, now allow your heart to open. Feel good about it. Thank you. Ciao.